Hey everybody, hola a todos, and okay. So I did find some information on what's been going on with Venezuela and how people are reacting to it and how they feel about it. So let's check this out. Okay, so over here it says second Hugo Chavez statue was just toppled in Venezuela by anti-socialist protesters. So let's click into it. Okay, so that was a short one. Here's another one. This one says Venezuelan calls out a group of liberal protesters. These people don't want that Venezuela be free. These people is just here because they want to attack Donald Trump and they want to use the name of my country and the name of my people to do this without caring about all the other people that has died and is suffering right now in a jail in Venezuela because of the regime. More of this. So let's click into it.
Actually, how are you guys? Where are you from, guys? No? Hi, guys. No more war. Where are you from?
Here,
Here? And why are you protesting right now? Today?
No more wars in Venezuela.
No more wars in Venezuela. And you know about the situation in Venezuela?
Yes.
What do you know about the situation in Venezuela? So, you want to give me an answer? Because we can talk. I'm not aggressive or anything. I just want to talk, actually. So we have here a group of people that they are protesting because they want no more war in Venezuela. But all these people, there's nobody here from Venezuela. So from all these people, nobody is from Venezuela. This is people from United States. This is people from other places. But there's no people from Venezuela. And actually, I am from Venezuela. Andrés Bermúdez Portillo from Maracaibo, Venezuela. I spent time in jail because of the regime of Nicolás Maduro. We have 25 years with a dictatorship. And right now, in the moment that somebody take attention of that situation, people decide to protest because they don't want war. So in the past 5 years of 30 million of people that live in Venezuela, more than 10 million leave the country. So these people is right now protesting because they don't want that we, the Venezuelan people, recover our freedom. So these people don't want that Venezuela be free. These people is just here because they want to attack Donald Trump and they want to use the name of my country and the name of my people to do this without caring about all the people that has died and is suffering right now in a jail in Venezuela because of this regime.
Wow. Somebody else posted this, and the real reason Trump invaded Venezuela to take their oil, America invading Venezuela, is no different than Russia invading Ukraine. Every American should be ashamed. And this is what somebody else is posting. I'm guessing from liberal side. Okay, over here it says Marco Rubio told the New York Times that he will wait to see if the current #Venezuela government hands over the oil. If it refuses, new attacks on Venezuela will follow. This is what Trump supposedly had posted for Marco Rubio's. Okay. We have another one here that says, best response you'll ever see on Venezuela. Venezuela, we are sorry. We don't want this either. Sincerely, all sane Americans. The person replied saying, dear brainwashed American, we Venezuelans wanted this badly. Thank you to the United States and thank you to the Trump administration. Go Apologize to your psychiatrists for skipping treatment. Sincerely, all sane Venezuelans. Here's another video where you see Venezuelans in their country with protests. The left protests Venezuela being free. Meanwhile, in Venezuela, they're dragging Hugo Chavez statues through the streets. You can't make it up. And then so here you have a picture of them. Here is another one.
Fugitives. This past weekend, colleagues, the United States successfully carried out a surgical law enforcement operation facilitated by the U.S. military against two indicted fugitives of American justice, narco-terrorist Nicolas Maduro and Celia Flores. Colleagues, Nicolas Maduro is responsible for attacks on the people of the United States, for destabilizing the Western Hemisphere, and illegitimately repressing the people of Venezuela. As Secretary Rubio has said, there is no war against Venezuela or its people. We are not occupying a country. This was a law enforcement operation in furtherance of lawful indictments that have existed for decades. The United States arrested a narco trafficker who is now going to stand trial in the United States in accordance with the rule of law for the crimes he's committed against our people for 15 years. A similar action was taken in 1989 against Manuel Noriega. He was arrested, indicted, convicted in a court of law, served in prison in the United States and in Panama, and the Panamanian people, the American people, are safer for it, and undeniably, the region was more stable. This law enforcement action was directed consistent with the President of the United States' responsibility as Commander-in-Chief to protect Americans at home and abroad against a fugitive who is directly responsible for narco-terrorism that has killed hundreds of thousands of Americans and created destabilizing violence throughout our hemisphere. Nicolas Maduro and his co-defendant, Celia Flores, have been transferred here to the United States to stand trial for their crimes. Maduro was indicted by a grand jury in the Southern District of New York and faces very serious criminal charges for his involvement in a wide-ranging conspiracy to conduct narco-terrorism, to traffic cocaine and other drugs, and conducting international weapons trafficking. The overwhelming evidence of his crimes will be presented openly in U.S. court proceedings. Colleagues, Maduro is not just an indicted drug trafficker. He was an illegitimate so-called president. He was not a head of state. For years, Maduro and his cronies have manipulated Venezuela's electoral system to maintain their illegitimate grip on power. In fact, just 2 years ago in 2024, a UN panel of experts report found that the election in that year was absolutely and completely a farce and fell well short of the most basic transparency and integrity measures essential to upholding credible elections. If the UN and the United Nations in this body confers legitimacy on an illegitimate narco-terrorist and the same treatment in this charter of a democratically elected president or head of state, what kind of organization is this? We should note that over 50 countries, many nations, including the European Union, including a number of Latin American countries in the region, and of course the United States, again, over 50 countries rejected the legitimacy of Maduro's re-election following the disputed 2024 elections and do not recognize him as Venezuela's legitimately elected president.
And here is, I'm gonna click into it. There goes the videos that I showed you. I've showed you from the right side and the left side. So both sides, obviously, you have people on social media posting from the left side, and you also have people posting from the right side. Now, I also saw another video earlier, had to do with some Boricuas that were trying to get involved in the protests, and a lot of them were going against what Trump was doing and everything. And there may be videos out there that are Puerto Ricans that are probably with the Venezuelans that are happy that Trump took out Maduro. So, but I tell you this, to my Boricuas, stay out of it, okay? It's not our business, it's not our problem. Whatever's going on in the conflicts, you also have to speak to and talk to a Venezolano in person to see how they feel. Because we're not here to pick sides. We're here to understand what really is going on in the situation that's happening in Venezuela. And I'm specifically speaking to my Boricuas. Stay out of it. You don't know the whole situation, what's going on. But I am here to inform you by showing you videos, what's going on both sides and how they feel. But the best thing to do, stay out of it and talk to somebody that what they feel, and they're actually from Venezuela, how they feel about what's going on. So that's all I have to show you. And well, I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about what's going on. What's your opinion on it? Me, honestly, I cannot say much about it because I'm not going to get involved in something, and especially that I am not from a certain particular country of what's been going on. So I will not get involved in it, but I am here to inform you and to show you pictures and videos what's been going on. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment, of course, and let me know what you think about these videos. And I'll see you next time. Peace. We.